This is Post 41 Evanston Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and on the air at KNYN 99.1 FM, The Big Dog. Evanston Outlaw Baseball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear River Dental, The Best Western, Dunbar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Elling Ford Brothers, Evanston Regional Hospital, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, Dr. McKay Frankham, Mountain West Business Solutions, Plains Tire, Rocky Mountain Sign, T-Bar Body Shop, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, the Come On In Casper, Uinta County School District Number 1, West Star Printing, and by Rocky Mountain Yeti. Now, Outlaw fans, let's head to the diamond for today's game.
And just like that, it's day 2 of the Rocky Mountain School of Baseball Firecracker Tournament for the Evanston Outlaws as Post 41 travels down to Orem High School today to take on both Emery and Brighton. We'll start it off with Emery, the Outlaws being the designated away team, looking to get their second win of the tournament as they split yesterday 1-1. We're going to see Jagger Mitchell, Gus Allred, and Bodie Wicks here in the first inning as Emery gets things set on defense, trying to figure out where everybody lines up for this Emery team. And it looks like Tyler Stilson is going to be on the mound. So the right-hander will face off against Jagger Mitchell, who he has been hitting so well this season for the Outlaws. That's why he's the top of the order to lead things off. And it is an absolutely beautiful day. I mean, just an absolutely gorgeous day here in Orem. And just moments before first pitch and before we started the warm-ups, there were hot air balloons all scattered throughout the center field sky. They have since come down, but what a backdrop for baseball here as we get ready for Stilson to deliver pitch number 1 to Jagger Mitchell, who stands into the right-handed batter's box for this righty-righty matchup as the Outlaws look to earn a spot in Monday's championship bracket. Mitchell will make contact with the first pitch to him, bounces it over to third, and a long throw to first, going to get him by a step. And this Stilson defense comes up with a pretty clean play. Again, just trying to figure out where everybody lines up on defense. That looked like number 27 for Emery over there at third as Gus Allred gets ready for a one-out plate appearance. And that was Jace Mangum, it looked like, at third base that made that play. So Allred, the left-handed hitter, takes a pitch downstairs for ball 1. Again, 1 away after Jagger Mitchell grounded out to third. And Stilson with the high kick, right-handed delivery. That one low and outside as well. So Allred ahead 2-0. Bodie Wicks is on deck. You want to talk about another guy with a hot bat in a 3-1 victory over the Rocky Mountain Vibes yesterday in Game 2 as Allred gets underneath that one, pops it up. It'll trail back and out of play on the third base side. Bodie Wicks had all 3 RBIs in that second game yesterday, and he's the guy standing on deck right now for the Outlaws. But Gus Allred, who will be starting on the bump for the Outlaws today as well as the pitcher, stands back in. He's got himself a 2-1 count after the foul ball. Stilson is ready. He'll kick and fire, and that one swung on and missed. Fastball just blew it right by him as the count evens up at 2 apiece. Appreciate you tuning in. This is the first of 2 games today for the Outlaws. They'll take on Emery with this 8 a.m. matchup, and then back in action at noon against Brighton as Allred going to take a pitch outside, and the count runs full with a 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the first. Emery wearing the gray tops with the white Spartan baseball logo on the front, the gold stripes on the black socks and the white pants. The Outlaws in their blue jerseys. Here comes the payoff delivery from Stilson. Allred down the line at first. It's fielded there. And a step on the bag for the unassisted putout by Trevin Wakefield, playing first base for the Spartans today. And so Gus is able to get down the first base line, but not in time. So there's out number 2, and Bodie Wicks will step into the right-handed batter's box. Again, a guy who has been pitching very well. Or hitting very well, I should say, excuse me. It's an early morning as Stilson delivers that one downstairs for ball 1. So we'll record that last out as a 3U, first base unassisted. if you're keeping score at home. As Stilson turns, fires, righty-righty matchup. Wicks gets a piece of it, and it's just a light bouncer down the line at third, and it'll roll foul on the way. So a 1-1 count now to Wicks. Bodie Wicks on the season for the Outlaws. Obviously a lot of things to like about the way he has been playing, especially at the plate, but he's been very good at third base as well, which is where he's going to be stationed today. The Outlaws will have everybody on the roster in the batting order, so another 14-man lineup today as Wicks gets a good piece of that one out to left center field for a 2-out base hit. And the Outlaws have a runner on first as Wicks continues his hot streak at the plate. So here comes Derek McDonald, the cleanup man today for the Outlaws, with a runner on first and 2 gone here in the top of the opening frame. Stilson looks over his shoulder to check on Wicks, who has just a short one-step lead at first as he delivers that pitch downstairs, and the catcher for Emery threatens to throw down to first. Won't go that direction as Wicks is still close to the bag. Stilson again checks on the runner. Set for the 1-0 delivery to Derek McDonald as McDonald swings and misses at a fastball. Outlaws wearing the gray pants today, post 41 written in a arc across the chest. As Bodie Wicks slides back in safely. Wicks wearing the stirrups today. I love it. Getting to show off the socks there a little bit. Stilson takes a long look at the catcher, now checks on Wicks at first and steps off the back of the rubber. Wicks back in standing. Bodie Wicks not the traditional threat to steal a base, but he's got some pretty good speed, and he has done so before. As the ball gets away, Wicks going to hang out near first base. Still trying to figure out who's catching for Emery today, but that is going to be ball 2, so 2-1 count. Well, with 2 away, if Derek McDonald can extend the inning. As he takes that one up over his head, and again, it's in and out of the glove of the catcher for Emery, but we would see Clayton Moyles next. Derek McDonald stands in, and here comes the 3-1. That one popped up and handled by the third baseman. So that'll do it for the top of the first. Outlaws get one on 1 hit by Bodie Wicks. The defense, we'll see them next. Gus Allred will be on the mound when we return on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
We're going to flip the scorebook over as we head to the bottom of the first, scoreless between Evanston and Emery. It's game 1 of the day here at the RMSB Firecracker tournament, and we're going to have the Outlaws ace Gus Allred on the mound for this one. Jamestown commit, left-handed hurler, and just a gem of a pitcher he has been dealing this season. How about these numbers? 2.73 ERA, 54 strikeouts in 38 1/3 innings pitched. He is 5-3 on the season with a save, 1-for-1 on saves as well this season. Pitched so well in the conference opener against Rock Springs on Tuesday. kept his pitch count down, exited the game when he knew he was reaching that pitch count so that he could be eligible for this weekend as well. And now he's going to go out there and try to get the win against the Spartans of Emery as the Outlaws take to the defense. We're going to try to set up the defense here for you. The way the Outlaws are doing it with 14 guys in the batting order, they're also going to rotate on defense so just about everybody can get some playing time. So left to right across the outfield, Derek McDonald, Talon Critchfield, and Caleb Gooding. The infield, a little bit harder to tell, but it looks like we're going to have at third base, can't figure out who's at third, but Jagger Mitchell at short. Looks like Ryan Baldwin will also join him. Ashton Eldridge at third, and then you've also got Clayton Moyles at first. So that is the defense. Trying to figure out who's catching right now. It looks like Hank Allred will catch his brother Gus here in the first inning. Between him and Eric Greer, they will rotate as the backstop for the Evanston defense. Leading things off for Emery, Wade Stilson, Luke Stilson, and Riker Jensen on deck and in the hole respectively. A lefty-righty matchup for Allred as he kicks and fires the first, lower part of the zone. Just missed it, but not by much. Outlaws got one hit, no errors in the top of the first by Emery either, as Bodie Wicks came up with a 2-out single, and Gus Allred goes upstairs for ball 2. Allred leading the team with strikeouts at 54 in just over 38 innings of work. Delivers that one. That had some heat on it. Fastball blew it right by him, and late to the swing was Wade Stilson. Allred didn't have a bad day at the plate yesterday either. He is quite the well-rounded athlete. As he sets and fires the 2-1. Downstairs again, just near the dirt, picked out by Hank Allred. So a hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff man at the bottom of the opening frame. As Allred, with the high kick of the right leg, delivers one just a bit outside, and a leadoff walk issued to Stilson. So you got the leadoff man on now for Emery. Bring Luke Stilson to the plate now. And this is going to be a lefty-lefty matchup for Gus Allred. Gus takes a long look in there at his brother Hank, gets the sign. Now he'll pitch from the stretch with a runner on first. And that one, lower part of the zone, catches for strike 1. The sun is coming up over the mountains just beyond the third base line, so shadows starting to retreat from across the field. Allred sets, looking at the runner at first again. Now he deals the 0-1, and it's fouled straight back. So he deals a walk to the first batter of the game for Emery. Then comes back out, gets ahead 0-2. And now Luke Stilson looking for answers. You know, left-handed pitchers are becoming more common, but with that being said, at the high school level, if you're Luke Stilson, you probably don't see as many lefties as a left-handed hitter. As Allred delivers that one low and away off the outside corner, trying to get him to chase, nothing doing. So the leadoff man, Wade Stilson, standing at first, not much of a lead. As Riker Jensen is in the on-deck circle now. Nobody out, bottom of the first. Again, the Outlaws will be back in action at noon. We'll have it live for you. That one will be just on MyLocalRadio.com. As Allred delivers the lefty to the left-handed hitter. Got him looking, lower part of the zone, and a strikeout for out number 1 as Allred picks up his 55th of the season. Went down for Riker Jensen. Jensen, a right-handed hitter, he'll stand in. This is a wood bat tournament. Usually these kids used to the aluminum or the hybrid bats. But all wood bats today. We even saw one of them break yesterday as Jensen tries to lay down a bunt and he fouls it back. It's a good pitch by Allred. I'm not sure if he knew the bunt was coming, but it seemed like he did. Pitching a fastball lower part of the zone. Tough to lay down. So Allred again ahead to start the at-bat. Stilson at first. Jade Mangum is standing on deck now as Allred delivers. Runner goes. Hank going to throw down to second. Mitchell trying to apply the tag, and they got him. Hank Allred with a cannon from behind the dish. Allred with a beautiful tag, and now the bases are clear, and there's out number 2. Good vision by Allred. We saw him throw out a runner trying to steal at first to end the game yesterday against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. I believe now we've got a 2-1 count, if I remember correctly. So Allred is ready now with no base runners to worry about, just trying to get the final out. He just blows it right by him. Maybe got a piece of it to Jensen, but the count goes even 2-2 either way. But, man, we can't say enough good things about Hank Allred. Two away now. Allred going to step off the back of the rubber and take a moment. Umpire looks like he's calling time. Trying to figure out what the count is, and it is going to be 1-2. And I had a feeling, I heard someone say 2-1 the other day, or just a few moments ago, not the other day, man, where time gets away from you. But that pitch downstairs, so now it is 2-2. I was a little confused. I thought Allred had only pitched one ball, which would have been the pitch on which Hank Allred threw out Wade Stilson trying to go to second, which, again, what a play by Hank. But here comes a 2-2 offering, swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the first. Gus Allred allows a base runner. They throw him out, and then Allred takes care of the rest as we are scoreless going to the second on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Right back perched above the first base dugout here at Orem High School. A beautiful Saturday. It's going to get warm later on, but for now, this morning is just about picture perfect. Kind of morning where you step out on your back deck, maybe have a cup of coffee, turn on the game, and check out the Evanston Outlaws playing 2 today at the RMSB Firecracker tournament. We're trying to figure out the defense for this Emery team. We know that Stilson is on the mound, and we're looking to figure out the rest of the defense as well. But for now, we know the Outlaws will have Clayton Moyles leading things off. It'll be Moyles, Hank Allred, and Ashton Eldridge due up in this top of the second inning here. And just figured out the battery here. So it is Tyler Stilson pitching to number 13, Gannon Ward, as the first pitch to Moyles misses for ball 1. Ball gets away on the throwback, but no base runners to the leadoff man, so no harm, no foul there. So Stilson fires that one upstairs. Moyles got himself a 2-0 count as he gets ahead early. Clayton Moyles started yesterday's game, the first game, on the mound as he gets ready for the 2-0 and takes it just a bit inside, and now he's way ahead. 3 balls, no strikes. Moyles in 99 at-bats, hitting .283. Righty-righty matchup. Stilson kicks and delivers upstairs. How about a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man as he gets on? And the Outlaws offense going to work early in the second. No score as we start this second inning. One base runner each. A single for Bodie Wicks for the Outlaws in the top of the first. In the bottom of the first, a leadoff walk issued by Gus Allred. He would turn it around and strike out the next 3 batters in a row, just set him down, swinging, looking, swinging, as that pitch is the inner part of the zone, catches for strike 1 on this offering to Hank Allred. So Moyles walks to lead things off. Now Ashton Eldridge is on deck for the Outlaws. Throw back over to first, sliding in his Moyles. Ball gets away as it's over the head of the first baseman. Moyles hustles on to second. He's in there standing, and the Outlaws will get a runner moving to scoring position at no other cost. And so the umpires are going to say that the ball goes out of play, thrown over the head of the first baseman. Outlaws wanted to know if that was going to be a balk. Umpires say it was not. That pitch, good piece of it there for Hank Allred, out into left field, base hit, and the runner will hold up at third. That's Moyles. As Allred comes up with a good piece of hitting, and now they've got runners on the corners. So Ashton Eldridge now comes to the dish with nobody out, runners on the corners. First pitch to him from Stilson. Eldridge takes, ball 1. So a runner just 90 feet away, that is Clayton Moyles. Allred 2-step lead off the first base bag. Moyles pretty tight to the third base bag. As Stilson deals from the stretch, Eldridge popped straight up. Could be playable, but now it will fade back and out of play as the count evens at 1-1. Ryan Baldwin is the next guy in the batting order. Between Bodie Wicks and Baldwin, those have been the 2 hottest bats for the Outlaws. Baldwin between yesterday and the doubleheader on Tuesday against Rock Springs, coming up with some really clutch hits. This is Ashton Eldridge at the plate right now. He's hitting .254 with 18 RBIs. Stilson looks over his shoulder, checks the runner at first. Now he looks back at third and delivers. This one lifted out toward right field. And not much of a run for the right fielder here. Make the catch, but it should be deep enough to score Moyles as he slides in safely, and the Outlaws strike first here in the top of the second to lead at 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. A sacrifice fly out to right field by Ashton Eldridge. He'll get the RBI. And here comes Ryan Baldwin. 1 away, 1 on after the sac fly by Eldridge. Stilson delivers that pitch low. Now a throwback down to first, and a nice job by Hank Allred of sliding back in safely. Well, we appreciate you letting us be the soundtrack for your morning. If you can't get enough of Outlaws baseball just like we can't, make sure you bring it back to MyLocalRadio.com at noon. This is a bunt laid right back to the pitcher's mound. So Stilson off the bump. He'll throw to first and get out Ryan Baldwin. But the bunt enough to move the runner over to second. So now with 2 away, a runner in scoring position, here comes Caleb Gooding. I don't know if there are enough expletives in the book, or superlatives, I guess, to describe the way Caleb Gooding performed on the mound yesterday. He finished off game 1 and kept the Outlaws from allowing any more runs in that one as he takes the first pitch for a ball. Then he went, I want to say, into the 6th inning of game 2 and allowed just 1 run and pitched very well. He had some good stuff between the changeup and the fastball as he takes that one way inside, gets away from the catcher, Gannon Ward, and sliding in just safely, Hank Allred, as he hustles over to third. Ward caught up with the ball quickly, but not quickly enough, and a 2-0 count. This one right back up the middle, deep in the hole. It's short. It's fielded. The throw to first will get Gooding by a step, and that'll do it for the second. But the Outlaws do damage. They lead it 1-0 thanks to the RBI sac fly by Ashton Eldridge. We'll come back with the home half of the second when we return on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and 99.1 The Big Dog.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
As we welcome you back to Orem High School, the Outlaws now holding on to a 1-0 lead. Defense looking to go to work and defend that lead. Gus Allred, 3 straight Ks in the first inning after issuing a walk to the leadoff man. In this frame, he will face Gannon Ward, the catcher, Tyler Stilson, the pitcher, and then Trevin Wakefield. As Allred, the lefty, finishes up his warm-up pitches. Again, it is a perfect morning. Couldn't ask for better weather. The unfortunate part is you can tell it's going to keep getting warmer, and it's going to be a hot one here in Orem, Utah. But the Outlaws are ready. They'll have a noon matchup against Brighton, and we'll have that on MyLocalRadio.com. We won't be on the radio. We will be live from Porter's Fireworks for the 4th of July as that comes up tomorrow, getting you ready for that. But with that being said, we will have the Outlaws live. It'll just be online only for Game 2 of the day. The Outlaws need to win both today to even give themselves a chance at advancing to Monday's championship bracket. At the moment, they're sitting about 5th in their pool standings. They need to finish in the top 3. So they would need to finish in the top 3 with their record going 3-1, and they'd need to make sure they keep their runs allowed down because that is the tiebreaker. At the moment, they have 10 runs allowed, which is what's putting them down toward the bottom of the pool standings. They could climb their way back out with some good defense and a couple of victories as well. But when you got Gus Allred on the bump, that always helps. Pitched so well against Rock Springs. I believe he finished that day with about 5 or 6 strikeouts before reaching his pitch limit. Kept it under 80 so that he could be available today to pitch this weekend against Emery and Brighton. This time, Eric Greer will be behind the dish. The changes on defense, we've got Jaden Schneider going to shortstop, Kaysen Smith at second, Bodie Wicks at third, Clayton Moyles will stay at first, and now right field is going to be Quentin Elmer. So the defense set for the Outlaws. Everybody else is the same, including Allred, who gets ready to deal to the right-handed hitter, which is Gannon Ward. Allred squared up to the plate. Now he turns, kicks, and fires. First offering of the bottom of the second is downstairs for ball 1. Allred ready for the 1-0 offering. Big swing and a miss. Fastball, lower part of the zone. Got him. Gus Allred again, 3 straight strikeouts. To get the 3 needed outs. Work around a base runner in the bottom of the first as he finds the lower half of the plate for strike 2. And now back ahead with the 1-2 count. Leadoff man in the bottom of the second for Emery. As Allred readies and delivers. Well, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, but the ball kicks away from Eric Greer. So hustling down to first goes the catcher, Gannon Ward. And it is going to be a dropped third strike. And the runner advances to first. A wacky play to the leadoff man, but once again, first guy up gets on for Emery. And Allred will have to work around a base runner again. So had that check swing not gone around, it would have just been ball 2, and I'm sure the Outlaws actually might have preferred that at the end of the day instead of the strikeout with the dropped third strike. So that is going to be Allred's 4th strikeout of the day, but no out recorded as he gets ready to face Tyler Stilson. So a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. That one downstairs almost in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Not much of a lead for Ward at first, but you can hear the third base coach for Emery calling out the plays. Colors and numbers probably correlate to something on a wristband, so they know what's going on with the base runners and the hitter. Allred from the stretch, he will throw over to first, and that one pretty close, but back in safely on a belly first slide is Gannon Ward. Good tag applied there by Moyles at first. Still a 1-0 count here to the current batter, which is Tyler Stilson. Allred again from the stretch. This time he'll throw back to first again. Moyles with a good tag, but still not in time. Trevin Wakefield is on deck now for Emery. Allred again looking at the runner first. Now he delivers. That one drops into the zone for strike 1. Allred again looks back over at the runner at first. And now he delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One-two count to Stilson. Allred occupied with the runner at first. Now he deals outside. Count, I believe, evens up at 2-2 now. Been fun to watch the way these Outlaws have improved. I know I've said that before, but they really have found a way to get better and better. As Allred deals a 2-2, that'll do it for strike 3. So swing and a miss. And down goes Stilson. There's out number 1. Again, Allred allows the leadoff man to get on with a strikeout, I might add. Then he turns around and he gets the out on strikes. So Stilson goes down with the forward K. Trevin Wakefield comes to the plate. And another lefty here in the Emery order for the southpaw Gus Allred, who again from the stretch with the runner at first. Now he'll fire that one in there and off the outside corner of the plate, a little low for ball 1. Gus Allred, pretty good basketball player for Mountain View as well. The valedictorian in Mountain View High School. Comes out to Evanston for the summers to play baseball with the Outlaws as he finds the outside corner that time. Catches it just enough to get that strike call. And the count goes even at 1-1. Not only that, but just a good high-character athlete as well. As all of these Outlaws are, as that one is fouled back into the screen behind the dish. And that actually looks like Tyler Stilson now. So I'm not sure if they changed up the batting order, but Stilson with a 1-2 count. One away, runner on first. Allred kicks and delivers. That one downstairs for ball 2. So now we're going to check the batting order. Jace Mangum is on first base. So it was Mangum who got the leadoff walk. Stilson's at the plate. He's going to get a piece of that one. And on the ground towards second. Fielded there by Kason Smith. His throw to the bag at second gets away. And so everybody's safe at first and second. Again, we're just trying to figure out the batting order here. Here comes Trevin Wakefield now. So we were maybe off by a batter, but I'm not entirely sure how. But Tyler Stilson will reach on the fielder's choice. Gannon Ward struck out, and Jace Mangum reached on the dropped third strike to start the inning as we try to get you caught up here. But this is Allred pitching to Trevin Wakefield, and the first offering catches the lower outside part of the zone for strike one. Runners on first and second. There's one away here in the bottom of the second. Outlaws in front 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Allred looks back at second, steps off the back of the rubber, threatens to throw that way, but sliding back in safely is Mangum. So we thought the way that the first went was Stilson with the walk, Stilson with the strikeout, Jensen and Mangum also with strikeouts, but it turns out we might have been a bit off there. And that's a swing and a miss, and I think I figured it out. So if you're following along at home and you're probably banging your head against the table because you want to know why can Cullen Holt not figure out what happened, Wade Stilson, the leadoff man in the first, was caught stealing, which means Luke Stilson struck out, Riker Jensen struck out, and that is how the first inning ended. So Jace Mangum actually led off the second, and I completely forgot about the caught stealing there. So the next pitch downstairs in the dirt from Allred, kicks away from Eric Greer. Both runners advance, and now we've got a 2-0 count, I believe, to the current batter, Trevin Wakefield. So we're all good now. Took me a little bit. But it was that runner thrown out by Hank Allred that threw me off in my scorebook. 2 in scoring position, 1 away. Allred turns and fires to the righty. That one low as well. So this is the first real trouble that Gus Allred has been in all game long. And with 3 balls in the at-bat, he deals that one fouled off. Takes the traditional ground-induced double play off the table for the Outlaws defense. And a full count now to Wakefield. Delivers this one on the ground. It'll get through into right field. This could score 2. One comes around, another one heading for home and reverses course and heads back. Greer gets the throw in from right field. Quentin Elmer with a pretty good arm. But it is going to be a tie game now. An RBI single by Trevin Wakefield. And we're all even with runners now on the corners for Emery with 1 away. Brings Oakley Alton to the plate. This one fouled off. Right over the Outlaws dugout into the screen right in front of our press box for strike 1. Well, with 1 away and a runner on first, you could get the inning-ending double play on a ground ball here. Looks like he actually advanced to second now on the throw back into the infield as that pitch is fouled off up over the screen and out of play on the first base side. So now an 0-2 count. So Trevin Wakefield scooted over to second after his single. Oakley Alton at the plate. He is got an 0-2 count. So 2 in scoring position. 2 outs to get for the Outlaws defense. Allred going to deliver that one. Change the speed up on him and a swing and a miss out in front of that one. And there's out number 2, and Allred comes up with yet another strikeout, so he's got himself 4 on the day. And induces a swinging strike on the first offering to the next batter, which is Easton Nielsen. Not worried about the runners anymore is Allred, just trying to get this last out as Nielsen gets underneath it and fouls it straight back. So he's in an 0-2 hole. Quite the backdrop on that third base side with the mountains rising up covered in green. The perfect Utah summer backdrop for some baseball. Allred fires the 0-2 and Nielsen stays alive at 0-2 with a foul ball. Just slices it into the chain link on the first base side. Again, the Outlaws will play at noon. As Allred delivers, and that one's upstairs, ball one. Allred deals 1-2, fouled off as Nielsen continues to stay alive. Runners at second and third with two down. Allred just trying to get this final out. One run already allowed in this inning, so we are tied at one apiece here in the bottom of the second on MyLocalRadio.com and K9. Emery 0-2 on the day as Allred deals that one, swing and a miss, and yet another strikeout for Gus Allred. One comes across for Emery to tie things up, but the Outlaws get out of it without much more damage allowed, and strand two. We'll head to the third on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
As we welcome you back to Orem High School, Cullen Holt with you on MyLocalRadio.com and K9. We go to the top of the third inning. It's the Outlaws and the Trojans, or the Spartans, that is, of Emery. And they're all tied up at one apiece. Outlaws back on offense. They're going to have Talon Critchfield, Quentin Elmer, and Eric Greer do up the 10, 11, and 12 hitters in a 14-person lineup. As the first pitch to him misses downstairs. Critchfield played center field yesterday for the Outlaws, gets up underneath this one, pops it up around second base, waiting for it to come down and making the catch. That was Oakley Alton, who puts the squeeze on it for out number one. Score that as P4. So one away. Here comes Quentin Elmer. Elmer, a left-handed hitter, gonna face the righty. As Stilson kicks and deals, up and away, ball one. Eric Greer on deck, caught in the last inning for the Outlaws. So we'll probably see Hank Allred behind the dish then when we come back to the bottom of the third. But we're tied here in the top half of the frame. as that one misses below the zone for ball 2. Shout out to our crew for today as well. Nora Holt keeping stats. Val Cook running things back in the studio, getting us on the air as that one is upstairs for ball 3. And now you've got him way ahead, 3-0. Quentin Elmer. I'm Cullen Holt. Could not be more pleased to have you with us on a Saturday morning. Stilson going to deal righty-lefty, and he issues a full. Hold on a second. That might be ball 3 there. I think one of those pitches must have caught for a strike. From our vantage point here above the first base dugout, there's a post that pretty much covers the home plate umpire, so it can be kind of tough to see his call. So that was a 3-1 pitch. That one's upstairs, and it's a 5-pitch, 1-out walk issued to Quentin Elmer. And so here comes Eric Greer. So Greer, the right-handed hitter, stands in. Runner on first, one gone. Stilson turning and looking over his shoulder. Checks on Elmer, 2-step lead, threatening to go. Now he does go, and showing the bunt, Elmer will slide into second safely as the ball kicks away from Luke Stilson, the shortstop. So it'll be a stolen base, runner in scoring position, ball 1, I believe, as I don't think Greer got a piece of it showing bunt. But that was a little hit-and-run action there for the Outlaws. So 1 on, 1 gone, and a 1-0 count to Greer, who will take the full swing this time and just bounce it foul off the plate. When the Outlaws go back to the great state of Wyoming, start playing those other Wyoming Legion baseball teams once again, they will be 2-0 in conference thanks to a couple of wins in a conference doubleheader against Rock Springs on Tuesday. Greer turns away from that pitch. It runs in and hits him on the back of the thigh. So a walk and an HBP put runners on first and second. Here comes Jaden Schneider, another right-handed hitter in the Outlaws order, as Kason Smith stands on deck for post 41. Coach Jason Mitchell standing at third. Can't tell which player is coaching first at the moment, but Stilson's going to look at the runner at second. That's Elmer. Another bunt trying to lay it down. Schneider couldn't get it to be in fair territory. Instead, it ends up going foul. Just couldn't get the barrel of the bat around, so it bounces wide of the first base line. And an 0-1 count to Schneider.
Okay, one, Jordan. Let's go now, Jake. Let's go now. Hey, short, creep it, short.
Stilson delivers another bunt. This one's a good one up the third base line. Stilson off the mound. He'll throw to third, and it gets away from the third baseman. Kicking out of the glove of Mangum. Everybody's safe. A real good bunt there by Schneider. And good hustle by Elmer to get the jump out to third and beat the throw. So the base is loaded now for the Outlaws in a tie game with 1 out. Here comes the bottom of the order, Kason Smith, the 14th batter in the batting lineup for the Outlaws. As everybody's getting a chance to play, these tournament rules are loose enough to allow for that, as that pitch misses just a bit downstairs, maybe by an inch or so, but it wasn't much as Stilson delivers the first pitch for a ball. Bases loaded, big leads for everybody. Full swing, Smith underneath it, trailing foul, first base side. Now it stays playable, but nobody could get to it. Trevin Wakefield might have lost it in the sky. So it ends up just being a long strike after all that, as the count is 1-1. So we'll have the Outlaws live again today. We'll have them live for a couple conference games on the 7th, which is Wednesday, back against Rock Springs as Stilson fires. That one runs in, hits Smith on the elbow, and that will bring home a run on the mistake by Stilson, an HBP, and the Outlaws are back in front, 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Kason Smith gets plunked, and the Outlaws able to take the lead. Jagger Mitchell will come to the plate. We've got a mound visit now for Emery They want to have a chat with Stilson with the bases loaded. And it looks like Stilson's going to hang on to the ball, so this will just be a short conversation. 1 out, bases loaded. Here comes the top of the order in Jagger Mitchell. The Outlaws having just taken that 2-1 lead on the hit batsman. Live events for My Local Radio throughout the summer before the high school sports start again. In addition to the Outlaws games, we'll also have every game of the Wyoming American Legion State Tournament in Laramie live on MyLocalRadio.com. And in addition to that, the All-Star Games put on by the Wyoming Coaches Foundation on Saturday, July 24th. Those will be live on MyLocalRadio.com as well. Volleyball first, then girls basketball, then boys basketball. Some of the best athletes in the state will converge on Casper College. Mitchell hits this one hard to third. It's gloved there. They'll throw home for the force. And there's out number 2. Good smart play at third base by Jace Mangum. And 2 away, bases still loaded. No runs come across on the play as Mitchell hit it hard to third, but Mangum able to glove it. Here comes Gus Allred. Allred, his first time up, grounded out to first. Mitchell reaches first on the fielder's choice. Allred takes the first offering to him off the outer corner of the zone. Left-handed hitter facing the right-handed pitcher. That's ball 1. And Allred with a check swing, but he couldn't hold up. It goes around for strike 1. Stilson fires the 1-1. Allred trying the check swing. That time he holds up. A throw down to first. And Ward unable to get Jagger Mitchell as he slides back in safely. But that'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. Ward really wanted to try to get Mitchell at first. Stilson delivers. Allred fouls it off. 2-2 count. Bodie Wicks is on deck if Allred can extend the inning with 2 away and the bases loaded. Outlaws have already taken the lead. It was on the hit batter by Stilson with the bases loaded. He's trying to get out of the jam. Allred, big swing, drives this one out toward left center field. Long run over, but the catch made in center to end the inning. Outlaws leave them loaded, but they tack on another run. They retake the lead 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be back with the home half of the third. We'll see Allred on the mound next on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog K9.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Welcome back. We missed you, but you got to hear from some of our great sponsors who make this possible. We appreciate every single one of them. You can see them scrolling by in the banners at the bottom of the screen. You can see them in their wonderful video ads that play, or audio ads if you're listening on KNYN as well. Outlaws up 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Going to see Stilson, Alton, and Stilson. That is the 10th, 11th, and leadoff batter in the order for Emery. Again, because of the loose tournament rules and the the whole purpose of the tournament is to get these teams some extra experience, so they're not limiting how many guys you can have in the batting lineup. The Outlaws have 14. Emery has 11. And this time it's going to be Gus pitching to Hank Allred. Gus Allred has had quite the outing. Count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. One of them a dropped third strike that ended up being safe at first for the Spartans. But this Emery team 0 for 2 in the tournament, trying to get their first win. They're down by just 1 run here in the third. Lost yesterday to Brighton and Idaho baseball by scores of 8-1 and 11-2. The Outlaws will take on that very same Brighton team in a noon showdown, which we'll have live on MyLocalRadio.com, online only for that noon showdown, as we will be live from Porter's Fireworks as well. And MyLocalRadio.com is everywhere, especially on this 4th of July weekend, as we enjoy the middle of summer and celebrate Independence Day as well. So here comes, this time, Mason Stilson, because there are plenty of Stilsons in the lineup. So this is Mason. He's a left-handed hitter against the lefty Allred. Quite a few southpaws hitting in the lineup for this Emery team, as the first offering from Allred is below the zone, ball 1. And it looks like this Orem High School pretty active on a Saturday morning as well, as Allred turns, kicks, and fires the 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? And they're going to say no. So there's ball 2. Looked like a little bit tall on that offering. We've got some action on the softball field. Looks like maybe a travel ball team getting some extra practices in. Looks like youth football over in the stadium, as that one is fouled off on a check swing, rolling past the third base side. So there's the first strike of the at-bat, 2-1. So Alton is up next, and we'll flip the lineup card over, go back to the top of things with Wade Stilson coming back to the plate. Allred delivers. That one bounced short of the plate. And a 3-1 hitter's count to Stilson. Allred turns, the lefty deals to the lefty, and that one just a little bit tall on 3-1 offering. That'll walk him. So a runner on first, the leadoff man reaches. And through the first 2 innings, as we head now to the third, Gus Allred has allowed the leadoff man to get on in the first 3 innings now. Kept him scoreless in the first, allowed 1 run in the second. That's how we've got that 2-1 score with the Outlaws in front, as Allred's first pitch to Alton, the right-handed hitter, is going to miss low and outside for ball 1. Alton's first plate appearance. This is Peyton Alton. Again, lots of similar last names, so some sort of relation there as Allred delivers. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch from Gus. Count goes even 1-1. Both the offense and the defense shouting at their code words so that everybody's on the same page. Allred will deal from the stretch here in a 1-1 count. This one's on the way. Swung on and missed. So out of the batter's box goes Peyton Alton. To take a moment, looking down the third base line to get the call. Now he checks his wristband. Stands back in, got the charcoal gray jerseys. Allred will get the sign from Hank. Checks the runner at first with no outs. He's got a 1-2 count. There's the offering, and it is lifted toward right field. Long run that direction for Caleb Gooding, and he won't get it. Drops just inside the foul line, deep in right field, and they're going to hold the runner up at third, so that will be a double for Peyton Alton. And again, 2 in scoring position for the Outlaws. Hank and Gus Allred will have a quick chat as they walk toward the mound, because here comes the top of the order for Emery with nobody out, 2 in scoring position. Wade Stilson led off the game with a walk. Allred issued it to him and then would turn around and strike out the next 2 guys as Stilson was caught stealing on his way to second. So that'll be a double. Allred delivers. And that pitch, I believe, in there for strike 1. Again, kind of tough to see the umpire here. Allred dealing to the righty. That one just above the zone. Infield playing deep on the edge of the infield dirt. That one swung on and missed by the leadoff man, Stilson. I believe the count is 1-2. Looking for the home plate umpire to give us the count. It's either 2-1 or 1-2. We'll find out, I guess. Allred. It's that left hand going and delivers it downstairs. And again, looking for the count there. Looks like it is going to be 2-2. So Allred looking for that final strike. That one's way over the head of Hank. It kicks off the backstop, rolls right back into the waiting glove of Gus Allred, who is charging off the mound. That'll hold the runners, but the count goes full now as that's ball 3. And the Outlaws will get a friendly bounce off the padded backstop. Holds Mason Stilson at third, and then a pitch downstairs, golfed at and missed by Wade Stilson. A strikeout for out number 1. Runners still on at bases 2 and 3 with the Outlaws up by 1. As we bring a lefty to the plate, Luke Stilson, who struck out looking his first time up. Allred, nice long look at his brother Hank, gets the sign, delivers, check swing. Did he go? And yes, he did, says the field umpire. So it's going to be strike 1. Fastball upper part of the zone. Just couldn't hold up for Luke Stilson. Riker Jensen is on deck with 1 down. Allred trying to pitch out of a jam with 2 in scoring position. This one on the ground, in play and through into center field. That'll score 1 run. Another one rounding for home. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. And Emery retakes the lead. This is 3-2, their first advantage of the day. And it's a bases clearing RBI single. As the Outlaws now fall behind Wade Stilson. Comes in to score. Luke Stilson brought him home with the single. And so now with 1 away and a runner on first, here comes Riker Jensen, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. Gus Allred stretching out that left arm. You got to wonder in a tournament that doesn't count against their Wyoming record, how long are the Outlaws going to let Gus Allred go today? This is a bunt laid down. Good one. First base side. Nobody covering the bag, and everybody is safe. Allred came charging off the mound. Moyles came charging in as well. Allred scooped it up and then slipped and fell to the turf. And there was nobody covering the bag as Ryan Baldwin was trying to get to the first base bag in time, just couldn't. So that's going to go down as an infield single on a very good bunt by Riker Jensen. And Jace Mangum now comes to the plate. Allred looks back at second, and now he delivers to the right-handed hitter. That pitch just a bit low, ball 1. I believe, though I'm not sure, that there might even be some driving lessons going on in the parking lot out beyond left field. Pitch downstairs, swung on and missed. Throw down to third, going to kick away from Ashton Eldridge. And so now rounding for home is Luke Stilson, and there is the 4th run of the day for Emery. And Riker Jensen advances all the way to third on the play. And now the Outlaws will have a meeting of the infield. So it should just be a 1-1 count to Jace Mangum. And it is going to be 2 balls and 1 strike, it looks like, to Mangum. Runner on third, the infield having a nice long chat. Trying to give Gus Allred probably just some time to reset. And they're trying to figure out what the count is at the moment. And everybody's conferring here. Again, it can be tough to see the umpire from our position, so the count we have may not always be exactly accurate. Yep, 2 balls and 1 strike is going to be the count here going forward. So we're all set now. Emery is up 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Allred delivers that one low, kicks away from Hank Allred. He's going to throw it back to Gus, and it's not going to be in time. Sliding in safely is Riker Jensen. Emery's lead extends to 5-2 on the wild pitch. And a 3-1 count down to the current batter as the bases are now empty. And the Outlaws held on to a 1-run lead through the first couple innings. Now they trail by 3. As Allred delivers that pitch, gets away from him, and a free base to Mangum. Hank and Gus will check in again. Gannon Ward coming to the plate. Allred trying to reset. He started this game so strong. 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. 6 through the first 3. He's just been a little shaken over the last few batters, and that's a good first pitch fastball. Blew it right by him, swing and miss for Gannon Ward, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, swinging his first time up. Allred the 0-1 delivery, that one upstairs for ball 1.
One down in field, let's go 2-1.
If you're tuned in this morning to Outlaws Baseball, you want to say a quick hello, you can drop a comment in the chat section of this live stream on MyLocalRadio.com. We might read what you say on the air. Allred deals 1-1 outside. Hank goes down to first, not in time to try to get the runner. 2 balls and a strike. Unless he called that last pitch a strike. I think he just put up 1-2. Trying to keep track of the count here. Allred will deal from the stretch. This one on the way, and it is contact out into right field. A base hit. Runners at first and second. Fielded out there by Caleb Gooding. And the Emery offensive onslaught continues with the single for Gannon Ward. Here comes Tyler Stilson to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with the single. Still just 1 out, 2 on. Doctor's prescribing a ground ball double play to get out of the inning would be just what the Outlaws need. Down 5-2 here in the bottom of the third. Allred's pitch bounces short of the plate. That'll move both runners up 90 feet, so scratch the ground ball double play now. As he got 2 in scoring position once again. First pitch to Stilson is a ball. Current pitcher for Emery. Outlaws going to need the offense to get back to work. We've got a 2-hour time limit on these games. First pitch was around 8:05. You can't start a new inning after an hour and 45 minutes from first pitch are the rules, as that pitch just misses above the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. So as of right now, we couldn't start a new inning after 9:50, as we're approaching 9:15 right now. Lefty-lefty matchup here, Allred to Stilson. He delivers. Stilson chases a changeup in the upper part of the zone for strike 1 on the 2-0 count, so it's 2-1. Allred, the University of Jamestown commit. Excited to go play college baseball there. Probably start with fall baseball coming up in just a couple months here, you got to imagine. And we'll see what his workload is there, but the season will roll around in the spring. And a swing and a miss on a 3-1 offering. Count goes full. Like Wyoming, University of Jamestown in the Fargo, North Dakota area. Cold winters, brutal winters, not quite as easy to get baseball reps in as the 3-2 payoff pitch swung on and missed. Down he goes on strike. Stilson retired for out number 2. And so now Allred can just worry about the batter at the plate. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. I'm wondering what Allred's current pitch count is. Let's see if we can get that pulled up for you. As the first pitch in there for strike 1.
Hey, 2 down, go make a play. Go 1 infield.
Allred deals that one low and inside at the ankles of Trevin Wakefield, who's 1 for 1 with a single. So the count goes even 1-1. I believe Allred is at 77 pitches right now. That pitch upstairs, throw down to second. Not going to be able to get the runner there, and a good job by Jagger Mitchell of getting that one cleanly so that he could turn around and make sure the runner wasn't going home from third. So it's going to be a 2-1 count to Wakefield, and Allred probably only about a couple pitches away now from that 80-pitch limit, where you'd only need 4 rest days, as that one is lined foul wide of the first base line. Got to think Allred's day is going to be done here as Coach Jason Mitchell heads out to take the ball from him. Looks like Jaden Schneider might be the next guy up. Gus Allred with a good outing, got a little shaky there toward the end, but he finishes with 7 strikeouts in just shy of 3 innings of work. So we'll see who the next pitcher is going to be. Now Jagger Mitchell is starting to take his accessories off, the tape off the wrist, the sleeve off the right arm. So it looks like actually Jagger might be the next guy to pitch. We saw Jaden Schneider get some action yesterday to close out the win against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. He did a great job, by the way. So I think Schneider is going to move to short, a position he's very familiar with. Allred's day will now be done after a good performance on the mound for the Outlaws. It's going to be Jagger Mitchell who takes over, and Jaden Schneider goes to short. We'll make sure we get all the details for you when we come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws Baseball. Emery up 5-2, MyLocalRadio.com, and KNYN.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
Right back in the broadcast booth, we got 2 runners on, 2 away here in the bottom of the third. A 2-1 count at the moment to the current batter, which I believe is Trevin Wakefield, as Jagger Mitchell takes over on the mound. Mitchell comes in from shortstop this season. He has pitched 29 2/3, got a record of 3-1 with 1 save, an ERA of 4.01. And he's got himself 31 strikeouts in just under 30 innings. So we'll see Mitchell take over here in the bottom of the third. Emery up 5-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Gus Allred's day is done. According to the official stats, he goes 2 2/3, finishes with, get this, 8 strikeouts. Gives up 5 runs, 4 of them earned on 5 hits. And so he right now would be in line for the loss. As the Outlaws here in the bottom of the third hand the ball off to Jagger Mitchell. Again, this is just game 1 of what will be 2 games today at the Firecracker tournament put on by the Rocky Mountain School of Baseball. And we'll play again at noon against Brighton. They have to win both games today to even give themselves a shot at being in the championship bracket on Monday. As Mitchell is now ready, the infield will take their spots. We got at first base, Clayton Moyles, Ryan Baldwin at second, Schneider at shortstop, Ashton Eldridge at third. Mitchell's first pitch downstairs blocked in the dirt by Hank Allred. Runners at second and third for Emery, as the count, I believe, is 3-1 now to Trevin Wakefield. Runner at third is Jace Mangum. Gannon Ward is at second for Emery. And again, 2 outs as Mitchell delivers the 3-1. That one downstairs as well, and there is a walk issued. Gus Allred started the at-bat. Mitchell finishes it. The bases are now loaded with 2 away. Outlaws needing just 1 out to get out of this one, as Oakley Alton comes to the plate. Mitchell delivers, first pitch to him, fouled, bouncing back behind the dish. Looking forward to 4th of July if you're in the Evanston area. Just so you know, as far as the regulations for personal fireworks go, they're allowed only on Sunday the 4th from 5 p.m. to midnight, and please be cautious. And then the city fireworks display put on by Porter's Fireworks, as Jagger Mitchell gives this one. It's just a pop-up in the infield. Tough play for Baldwin, and from second he can't get the ball out of the grass. Now another run trying to come home after one already scored. He'll slide in safely. That is Gannon Ward who gets in there. And the lead goes up to 7-2 for Emery on that little infield bloop single. What a wacky play. But it will be an RBI for Oakley Alton. Trevin Wakefield at second, Alton at first. And the Outlaws now trailing by 5. As Mangum and Ward came in to score. Now at the plate it is Easton Nielsen, the 9-hole hitter. Mitchell, the righty, dealing to the righty. And he'll get a foul ball that I think got a piece of Hank Allred's catcher's mask as well. Boy, just a tough play right in no man's land. Baldwin was charging hard, and it just died in the infield grass about equidistant from the pitcher's mound and the edge of the infield grass, right on that first base side. This one's a liner right back up the middle, on the ground and through into center field. They're going to round somebody to score, and he'll do so easily as the ball is bobbled in center field by Talon Critchfield. So coming around, crossing home, that's Trevin Wakefield for the 8th run of the day. An RBI single brought across by Easton Nielsen. And it's an 8-2 lead for Emery. Runners still at first and second. We can't start a new inning after about 9:50. And it looks like we're not going to go all the way through the 7 innings that we're supposed to play, as that pitch just misses off the outer low corner.
Ryan, you go first.
This is his second time up this inning, as Baldwin hit that one right at him at second, and he bobbled it, could not control it in time. Everybody is safe. That'll be E4. So Mason Stilson in this inning, he has hit twice. I think he walked his first time up. Reaches on the error there. Peyton Alton now comes up for his second time as Emery is batted around. Bases loaded, 2 away. Alton 1 for 1 in this inning with a single. That's also his only at bat. So here comes Mitchell's delivery. Way inside. Alton has to scoot out of the way. Ball 1. Mitchell deals, check swing, pitch downstairs, ball 2. And Mitchell delivers another one inside. Alton has to scoot out of the way again. So here's a 3-0 count. Mitchell trying to avoid walking in another run. Emery has already put up quite a few here in the bottom of the third. They're leading 8-2 as that one finds the zone on a 3-0. Pretty much right down the heart of the plate. 7 runs across for the Spartans in this one. Contact out to right field. There's another base hit. 1 run comes in. They're going to send another. No throw. And so 2 runs score on the RBI single by Alton. We'll go back to the top of the order. Runners at first and second. Caleb Gooding couldn't get the throw in. Cut off by Ryan Baldwin. And with 2 away, 2 on. And it's double digits for Emery. 10-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As Mitchell delivers, and that one on the way. Mitchell's second pitch, this one grounded towards short. Schneider charges, scoops, throwing on the run, and it's offline. So they'll send another run home for Emery. 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And all the way to third goes Peyton Alton as Stilson, Wade Stilson, comes up with an RBI single. Runners at first and third. Mitchell going to get a visit from Jason Mitchell on the mound. Father, son, coach, and pitcher. As the Outlaws trail by 9. Gonna leave Jagger Mitchell out there. This game now about an hour and 25 minutes old. There's a 2-hour time limit. They don't start any new innings after an hour 45. So Mitchell stares down his catcher, Hank Allred, gets the sign. He's got a left-handed batter in the box now as he faces off against Luke Stilson, the number 2 hitter. First pitch misses for ball 1. Mitchell fires this one, popped up foul, third base side, tracking out of play as Ashton Eldridge was giving chase. And another pop-up. This one will go back into the screen behind the dish.
Infield, we got 2 down, that's your 1. Outfield,
So a 1-2 count. Outlaws chasing that elusive third out, which has escaped them thus far. In a 10-run inning for this Emery team as Mitchell delivers, and that one is fouled straight back as well. So Stilson stays alive. This is Luke Stilson. 11 runs on 9 hits, 6 errors committed by the Outlaws thus far. They were so clean on defense yesterday against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. As Mitchell gets ready. Righty to lefty, he deals the 1-2. This one hit hard up the middle. Ryan Baldwin will field it at second. Race to the bag and beat out Wade Stilson for out number 3. The Outlaws finally get out of the inning, but the damage already done as Emery puts up 10 runs to lead it 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll start the 4th when we return on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Top of the 4th now from Orem High School. Outlaws looking to answer after an offensive explosion by the Spartans of Emery. 11-2 Emery in front as we go to the top of the 4th inning. This is Tyler Stilson still on the mound for Spartans. And the Outlaws in this frame will have Bodie Wicks leading things off. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Wicks, McDonald, and Moyles. As Bodie, the right-hander, steps into the batter's box. He's 1 for 1 with a single in this game. That was back in the 1st.
Right now, Bodie. Let's go. Right now.
Again, Wicks, 3 RBIs on the day yesterday in the victory over the Rocky Mountain Vibes as Tyler Stilson deals in the dirt, ball 1. A little bit of action in the Outlaws bullpen. Kaysen Smith is getting a few throws in, tossing to Quentin Elmer as Wicks hits that one hard foul on the third base side, and Coach Jason Mitchell hops out of the way. So a 1-1 count to Bodie Wicks. Sun continuing to rise off that third base line, so the shadow's getting shorter here. When we play at noon, it'll be warm. Wicks on the ground. That one gets by into left field. Bodie Wicks has got himself a leadoff single. And the Outlaws are in business here in the top of the 4th, trying to make up a 9-run deficit. And here comes the cleanup man, Derek McDonald, 0 for 1. Ended the 1st with a pop-up to 3rd. McDonald stands in from the right-handed side of the box. Stilson fires, and that one bounces in, ball 1. Well, Emery got the best of the starting pitcher, Gus Allred, chasing him in the bottom of the 3rd. The Outlaws looking to do the same to Stilson here, who has started the last 2 at-bats with pitches that have missed. And there's a foul ball into the dugout on the third base side where Emery is set up. So another 1-1 count. Good things to say about Bodie Wicks and the way that he has played as of late. As the 1-1, McDonald skies it way back into the left field corner near the foul line. It's finally tracked down, And that'll be the first out as Wicks hustles back to first. And F7 for out number 1. Clayton Moyles on his way to the plate. He led off the second inning with a walk. Could use another one of those here to try to get the base runners moving. Stilson offers this one up. Moyles hits it hard. That'll be on the ground. They're looking for 2. The relay from second to short. In and out of the glove of Riker Jensen, who was over the bag at second, and so they don't even get the leadoff runner. Trying to turn 2, and instead everybody's safe at first and second. Clayton Moyles with a good speed down the first base line as well. Here comes Hank Allred, 1 for 1 with a single. Back in the second inning, and Stilson with 1 away, dealing with 2 base runners now. His team, though, giving him some run support. He's got a 9-run lead behind him as that one runs in, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough to advance the runners. It's just going to be ball 1. Wicks at second, Moyles at first. Hank Allred at the plate. On deck, it's Ashton Eldridge.
Nobody, Bo.
Stilson delivers. Allred fouls it straight back. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. Stilson gets the sign, stepped off the rubber for a moment. Now he's back on, stands up straight, checks the runner at second, delivers, pitch downstairs, chased by Allred, swing and a miss. And there's strike 2 on a 1-1 delivery. So there's a batter's eye in center field, which is 360 to dead center. Batter's eye is about 3 stories tall as Hank Allred lifts this one to left field. Coming in on it is the left fielder. He'll make the play, throws back to the infield quickly, but Wicks is back safely to second. So that will be out number 2. A couple of flyouts to left to be the first couple of outs. And Ashton Eldridge steps in, right side of, or right-handed side, I should say, of the play. 2 down as Eldridge takes a hack at the first one and comes up empty-handed. Stilson kicks, fires, 0-1, turns 0-2 as Eldridge swings and misses again. Moyles and Wicks on first and second, respectively. Eldridge watches that one miss low and away. 0-2 turns 1-2. Ashton Eldridge, also a Mountain View guy, as he swings at a pitch downstairs and goes down on strikes. That'll do it for the top of the 4th. Outlaws get a couple of base runners, but strand them as they trail 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Home half of the 4th is next. First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and 99.1 FM.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Outlaws Baseball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies.
As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth, we go to the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher on the mound. That looks like Kason Smith. We'll make sure it is. But the Outlaws trailing 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. If it is Smith on the mound, we'll try to get you the Outlaws defense. Infield, we know, left to right, Bodie Wicks, Jaden Schneider, Ryan Baldwin, and then Gus Allred moves to first. The outfield is what we're trying to figure out at the moment. It appears to be Quentin Elmer in right. Still Talon Critchfield in center. Trying to figure out who's over in left field at the moment for the Outlaws. Derek McDonald was over there. I can't tell if it's still him, and it is. Okay, so we've got the entire defense figured out as the outfield will go McDonald, Critchfield, and Elmer. And the infield from left to right is going to be Wicks, Schneider, Baldwin, and Allred. Eric Greer catches here in the fourth, and Kason Smith, as we said, takes over on the mound. That's going to do it for Jagger Mitchell's appearance on the bump. He took over for the starter, Gus Allred. And we'll try to get you Kason Smith's stats in just a moment. Smith has gone 35 1/3 innings. He's got an ERA of 3.68, or 3.36 that is, excuse me. And he has struck out 35 of the batters he's faced in those 35 innings. And Jagger Mitchell finishes. He goes a third of an inning, gives up 4 hits and 3 runs, none of them earned, however. Kason Smith, right-handed pitcher, got a little bit of a different motion than some of the other Outlaws throwers.
I think we're down by 9 or something. Let's go, ball's in.
Outlaws game 1 of 2. They were in front for about 3 innings. Led it 1-0 and then 2-1, and then Emery decided to turn on the offensive jets. 11-2. The Spartans in front as Smith gets the ball. Steps up from the back of the mound. Emery in this inning will have Luke Stilson, Riker Jensen, and Jace Mangum all coming up. I believe this is Luke Stilson at the right-handed batter's box. Kason Smith delivers to him. This one lined foul over on the right field side, and looks like Stilson was the one who ended the 3rd inning, so it'll be Riker Jensen instead. So Jensen, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single today, behind 0-1 after that foul ball to Kason Smith in the righty-righty matchup as that one bounces in for ball 1. So there'll be a game at this field between this one and the Outlaws' next matchup. The perils of being the first game of the day. Only one of these teams can play back-to-back as Smith misses low and away. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Smith gets the sign, turns, kicks with the left hand, and the old 2-1 is on the way. Fouled high in the air and out of play over the Outlaws' dugout.
It worked. It kind of restricts my hand a little bit. And I've learned how to get my thumb under and not take it off the ball.
Home of the Orem High School, I want to say they're the Tigers here, as that pitch is also fouled off back behind the plate, so a 2-2 count. So if the leadoff man is Riker Jensen, that means Jace Mangum and Gannon Ward are the other 2 scheduled to hit in this inning. Got to think the lineup probably won't change since literally everybody is in the lineup, as this one is also fouled off high on the first base side and out of play. Smith turns and delivers. That one low, blocked by Eric Greer in the dirt. So now we've got a full count. This has been a battle of an at-bat to start the bottom of the 4th. Emery is up by 9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This will likely be the last inning, as that one is also fouled off to stay alive with a full count. We can't start a new inning after 9:50. It's 9:43, and we're still pitching to the leadoff man. So I got to think this will probably be the last frame here, the bottom of the fourth, which is odd that the team that's leading will actually be the last to bat. Unless Smith can work quickly, he gets a strikeout there, swing and a miss on the payoff delivery. Fastball got him. Down he goes on strikes. And so with one away. Here comes Jace Mangum. He is 0 for 1, struck out in the second, but reached on a dropped third strike as this one is lifted on the first pitch to the new batter. Foul territory, infield, first base side, off the mound. Kason Smith was trying to track it, just lost track of it, and it dropped, so it'll just be a foul ball for a strike. Also reached on a walk, did Mangum in the third. That was a big inning for Emery. As here we are now at the bottom of the fourth. That third inning yielded 10 runs for the Spartans to put them in front. Smith turns, high leg kick with the left leg, delivers. Lower part of the zone, just caught it for strike two. And so now he's got Mangum in an 0-2 hole, trying to get the second out of the day with the bases empty. And that one just a bit downstairs, trying to go to the same spot and couldn't find it that time. And hold on a second, did they call that strike three? They did indeed. I thought I heard the umpire call it, never made the hand signal, but he went right back to that exact same spot, painted the corner, and got that called. Third strike for the punch out. 2 away. Smith has faced 2 and struck out 2. Well, it was Caleb Gooding yesterday who really surprised on the mound. Saw a good performance from a guy that we usually do, Gus Allred. 8 strikeouts in just under 3 innings as that pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Jagger Mitchell inherited a tough situation, 4 runs, all of them unearned, and then Kason Smith now trying to go to work. Misses that one downstairs in the dirt for a count of 1-1. So here's where it gets interesting. You can't start a new inning after an hour and 45. Is that after the scheduled start time or the real start time? Because I'm thinking maybe that's real start time, because Emery just headed to the dugout. And the Outlaws are also going to huddle up. That is the ball game as we reach 9:46. A good showing by Kason Smith to close it out, but Emery puts up 10 runs in the third to win it 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll take a short break and come back with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game as we get you set for another noon matchup for Evanston. They'll take on Brighton at that time slot. Again, 11-2 the final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball. Don't go anywhere just yet on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYF.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when 2 roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less travel. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Right back in the broadcast booth, we're above the first base dugout here at Orem High School. Final score between the Outlaws and the Spartans of Emery, as Emery wins 11-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Big third inning propelled them to the victory. Let's go to the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the game. Dr. McKay Frankum providing quality precision family dentistry at reasonable rates. So call and schedule appointments for the whole family. That is Dr. McKay Frankum. 307-789-8910. This is going to go to Hank Allred for the second day in a row. He throws out a runner in a big moment as well. It was a leadoff man at the top of the first. Caught him stealing for out number one, and then Gus Allred took care of the rest in that inning with two more strikeouts in the first. And so Hank Allred going to get it again for throwing out Wade Stilson on his way to second in the top of the first as the leadoff man after that walk was issued by Gus Allred. So Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the game. Now the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gus Allred pitched well in his start today. He ended up going 2 2/3 with 8 strikeouts, gives up 7 earned runs and 8 runs total on 5 hits. But the 8 strikeouts in 2 2/3 is the number that really jumps off the page. But that big third inning chased Allred from the mound, in which Emery put up 10 runs. They were down 2-1 going into that bottom of the third. Ended up taking the lead. The Outlaws, they had the lead early on. They scored in the first on an RBI sac fly by Ashton Eldridge, actually, in the second inning. And then they came back around in the third, scored with an HBP, bringing home a run. Notable performances on offense for the Outlaws. Bodie Wicks went 2 for 2 to continue his hot streak at the plate. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's is where they spend 6 hours every day slicing all the natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meat. Again, the final on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 11-2. Emery takes the lead and keeps it in the third. We're going to be back at noon, but only on MyLocalRadio.com for the Outlaws to finish off the Firecracker tournament against Brighton. So we'll talk to you guys then. For our statistician, Nora Holt, our producer, Val Cook, I am Cullen Holt. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you again at noon.
This broadcast has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Special thanks to executive producer Val Cook, office manager Kayleen Anderson, sales manager Julie Burley, and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. And a big thank you to our fine sponsors. Thank you for tuning in to the First Bank of Wyoming broadcast. For archive games, talk shows, and interviews, visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like and follow My Local Radio Sports on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all things local athletics.